Thank you. I won't waste your time, I promise. I just would like to put a suspicion to rest. A while ago, I found out about something Oppie had been working on. She told me she was trying to map out or at least track unreachable areas within the zone. The instability constantly scrambles the landscape, so the method to even map destabilized areas has to be dynamic to stay accurate. Her working theory was that if you could trace the physical matter itself, you could determine a stable layout and a path to it. I don't know what state her prototype is in now. I don't think she ever got it working. But I think I have my own working theory. I know there's a lot happening, so I'll save the details for later. But if you could just help me out, it'd mean a lot to me. You have to understand, Oppie would never work with anyone on this, let alone me. And I just have a hunch. Look around for the machine. She called it the Zeddy system. Well, she keeps everything, so it has to be somewhere in that garage. Probably. When you find it, go on and install the hardware I sent you. That should get it up and running, and that should connect me. This is quite different. No wonder Oppie abandoned this. The source of this data is quite old, but with my additions, it does seem to have updated the locations when you booted it up. This isn't the kind of map Oppie talked about wanting to make, but I think we can make this work to track a specific location despite the instability. This will be similar to planning a route, but it might be a challenge, driver. I'm really not sure what to expect.
survive in here long enough to find a way out. And you can't do that without learning what to avoid.
Why don't you make use of that headset scanner on your drive? Learn a thing or two while you're at it?
Don't let these junctions fool you. They're as moody as the rest of the zone and will turn on you in a second. Most junctions are pit stops on the way to other destinations. Only some are stable enough to open a gateway without collapsing in on itself. Each is needy in their own way and must be treated accordingly. The Arc-device needs different charge levels to overcome the conditions for a gateway. You'll have to feed anchors to the Arc-device until it's satisfied, and she'll tell you how many she needs at any given time. I've found a stabilized road for you. Ready to make this remnant verification a one-and-done thing? I'm sending you to visit Colossal Cappy. If that old anomaly doesn't induce electromagnetic resonance in your car, then we're free from Tobias's fever dreams and we can get you out of here.
You've got a stable route heading straight to Cappy's front door, but the energy readings are off the roof. I advise you not to take the zone lightly. You better gear up or you may not survive the trip. Which would make my life easier, so your call.
Sierra. Never wanted to think about this place ever again. Head toward town. Colossal Cappy is smack dab in the middle of where Sierra used to be. You can't miss it.
Back the time to make life as sweet as apple pie. Stuck to you.
Is there a reason you're driving straight towards the largest honking anomaly in the zone?
You want to know if there's a speck of remnant energy in that car? This is how you do it.
You're using Cappy to amplify the remnant signal. That's insane. Driver, are you sure about this?
Well, they'll be fine.
It's not fine. Look at those radiation spikes that Colossal Cappy's still giving off after all these years. To achieve any sort of resonance, the driver's going to have to get right up against Cappy.
I get you, Francis, but Oppie's got a point. Any remnant energy lingering in the car is too weak to detect with conventional methods.
Really? You're going to take her side?
This isn't about science. It's a good plan.
I won't risk someone's life just so we can log another remnant sighting.
The driver can make their own decision. I'm not forcing them to do anything. For all I care, they can lay down, wait until the instability takes them. That would get them out of my hair much faster than all of these shenanigans. No response. Maybe you need to get closer to Cappy's core way up there. Can you find a way to high ground? enough to Cappy.
What now?
How about, launching the car into Cappy's core?
I'm sorry. What?
It's simple. The driver jumps the car into the heart of the anomaly, and if I time it right, I'll open the gateway and extract them.
And if you don't?
I've run some calculations. I think it should be fine. Anyway, it's like they always say, what's an experiment without some risk of total annihilation?
Who says that exactly?
In no way, shape, or form should we be doing this.
Well, but you know, if it's the only way, you got this kid for it.
Can you hear me? Cappy fried my transmission systems. Thought I lost you for a moment. Well, it all worked out, didn't it?
The gateway got you out, and it looks like the ARC device is still intact with all the data it's recorded from your drive. And my plan worked. Cappy amplified the car signal, and it matches. Looks like Tobias and Francis found their remnant after all. Unfortunately, what they've been saying is true. The remnants drive their victims mad. Maybe that car, having sat dormant for this long, will give you a little more time. I'm sorry, I don't have better news for you. I'm still game to get you out of here. The faster you leave, the longer you'll have to enjoy the rest of your sanity. None of the routes you've mapped so far leads to a way out. Why don't you head back out and chart some more? You can get in touch with Tobias and Francis while you're out there.